Hey guys, I am Adam. Welcome to the Vintage Sanctuary. So, in honor of the fact that February 5th would be Hank Aaron's 89th birthday, if he were still with us, in honor of Hammer and Hank, we are going to have Humor and Hank. That is Humor and Hank. So, viewer discretion advised because okay, well, no nudity, no foul language. Well, except what type of language does a chicken use? So I guess there could be some foul language. Viewer discretion because it's gonna suck. I warned you. So without further ado, let me turn this camera around and let's get to Humor and Hank. Are you ready? All right, you'll notice on the right, ask me about my dad jokes. So Dave, Legends of the Dugout. Apparently, Lot D, since he missed out on lots A, B, and C, gave me this sign. Ask me about my dad jokes. And I think it was meant to be a sign that my videos have been low on humor for quite some time. So we are going to correct that today. Oh, and Pepino Man. If you don't think this video is funny, that's on you, man. Essay. That's on you for not drinking enough beers before watching. I cannot be held responsible for you not drinking enough beers. And that goes for the rest of you as well. So I take zero responsibility if this video is not funny. Besides, maybe the puns were really good and you, yes, you, just did not get them. Hey, it happens to me all the time. Okay, first some housekeeping. So I apologize for putting TAK in the title of my last video because it's not a commonly used acronym. In fact, I made it up. It wasn't a random act of kindness, RAK from Dave. Rather, I thought it was a targeted act of kindness. He intended to give me the gifts that he did, and thank you very much, Dave. Well, I'm issuing this apology because I am a member of SAA and they are requiring me to make this YouTube apology, otherwise they will revoke my membership. Sorry, some of you may not have heard of SAA. It's the Society Against Acronyms. All right, moving right along. I saw a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle, and I thought, what's the difference? And then it hit me. Attire. I'll tell you, our janitor at work scared the hell out of me the other day when he jumped out of the closet and yelled, "Supplies!" I mean, you really shouldn't do that to people. Speaking of things people shouldn't do, I saw a crime occur at an Apple store. The police told me I was an eyewitness. All right, the card you are looking at may not be the card you think. So here's the deal. Dom of Staven Sports just showed off recently a card from this set. This was a card that he got with his winnings from the Mangini contest. And so this is the 1968 Topps Milton Bradley version of Hank Aaron. And if you watch his video, he goes into great detail about this game, the cards that were in this game. It was not a whole set of baseball cards. It had some baseball and I believe some football and some other types of cards. By the way, that white line at the bottom sometimes shows on the side. That is a way to tell that this is from the Milton Bradley set. And also the color on the back differs from regular 1968 Topps. So this is tougher. It's a variety and tougher than the regular 68 Topps Hank Aaron. However, I would love to get the regular 68 Topps Hank Aaron as well. So two muffins were in a microwave. One says, "Man, it's hot in here," and the other says, "Ah, a talking muffin." I thought the dryer was shrinking my clothes. Turns out it was the refrigerator all along. I was going to tell you guys a time traveling joke, but you guys didn't like it. All right, let's show another Hank Aaron card. Now, I showed this recently, recent pickup, I sold my PSA 1 and upgraded to a PSA 2.5, but I am not afraid to show this again. Sometimes I call cards Grail cards that maybe don't fit the definition, but, I'm pretty sure this one fits the definition. Although I suppose a Grail card, is an individual thing. Like this might be one person's Grail, and maybe it's not somebody else's Grail. However, I know that the Hank Aaron rookie card, is a Grail card for many collectors. Oh, we've got light shining on that Hank Aaron. I'm going to have to change the lighting a little bit. We can't have that. We can't have that light eclipsing Hank Aaron's glory here. So that card, I am so stoked to have that card. And I know that, not everybody can afford this card, but one thing that's cool about collecting is sometimes you can go for an authentic or a 1 grade and save up. So a lot of times collectors are able to get their Grail cards if they're not too far, too crazy high in price relative to their budget. They're able to maybe do some saving, some selling, compromise on condition. So there you have the Hank Aaron rookie card. So we had some relatives visiting, and they wanted to tour this factory that makes mediocre products. Turns out it was a Satisfactory. Now, you were probably expecting either my chicken or egg card to show up in this video. Well, I guess I don't want to disappoint. So here's my egg card. So we can just kind of look at it. But it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't say anything. I mean, it'd be nice if at least, eggs could tell a joke or something. Oh, never mind. That's a really bad idea. They would just crack each other up. All right, bad idea. What did the fish say when it hit the concrete wall? Damn. Sorry, I try not to cuss in the Vintage Sanctuary. Okay, we are now to the part of our program where you try to guess my new Hank Aaron card. Remember, Dom has already won this contest, so, don't expect to get anything. Okay, let me move this over a little bit more, make plenty of room here. To put the card you are going to guess, or try to guess. Let me know which hint you got it on. So, hint number 1. I actually had a copy of this card before, but it had some prominent surface wrinkles on the front. The pictures were great in the listing, but I was unable to see the surface wrinkles because, the pictures were not in an angle, or at least I was unable to see just how prominent those wrinkles were. So I went ahead and sold that copy and bought another copy. Same card, same grade, same grading service. By the way, let me just, as an aside say, well, why do that? Why not just be happy with the one I had? Well, that's an individual choice for those who just want to be happy with the one that they, have. That's cool. That's awesome. For me, I actually sold it for a little bit more than I bought it for, the first copy, but then after fees, I lost a little bit, but, for a small loss, maybe 10% or so, maybe 15%, I'm not sure, but for a small loss in there, I was able to get one that I like much better, and so that works for me. I'm really stoked. I will do that all day long. Of course, I try not to, need to upgrade things. I try to buy them so that I'm really stoked about them the first time around. But anyway, that's your hint number 1. I had this card before. I've shown it in a video, and then I sold it, and now I have bought a replacement. All right. Wonder who got it on hint number 1. You can let me know if you want in the comments. Hint number 2. This is the first Topps card to mention his MVP season. I guess I should say it's a base card. It's Hank Aaron, of course. The first Topps base card to mention his MVP season. So I wonder who has figured it out. Hint number 3. It's the first Topps base card to mention his World Series performance. Well, he was MVP the same year that the Braves won the World Series. So, those go together. Hint number 4. Now, I do teach math for a living. The card number in the set is the product of the first 3 prime numbers. By the way, 1 is not considered prime nor composite. The first prime is 2, the only even prime. So if you multiply the first three prime numbers together, that's the card number. So that's hint 4. Hint 5, it's like one of the original parallels. Hint 6, some people call this their, once I give hint 6, if you don't have it yet, I know, a number of people will get it. Some people call this their green card. And one more hint. Hint 7, what did 50 do when 50 was hungry? Well, 58, of course. The 58 tops, yellow name, Hank Aaron. Now, I've got to tell you, this card is a scorcher for a 4. I think paper wrinkles are so common on this card, it seems. This one has just a tiny little one, but, that is fine by me. Nothing like the other one that was really displaying some prominent wrinkles. This card is just outstanding. These cards were clearly printed in Topps Alaska factory because snowing all over the place. So I don't know if you've looked for a yellow name Hank. Got to try to fit all of these on here. I feel guilty, boxing out the rookie there. We'll go with this. Hopefully this works well. Yeah, we're going to go with that. I don't know if you have looked for a yellow name Hank, but I tell you what, surface issues, par for the course. This card is absolutely gorgeous for a 4. I'm not saying it should grade higher, excuse me. I'm just saying absolutely gorgeous for a 4. So super stoked to have that. All right, even though I've been a math teacher for decades, I just recently realized you can actually make 7 even. Did you know that? You can make 7 even. Just take away the S. I haven't always been a math teacher. I once got fired from a canned juice company. Apparently, I couldn't concentrate. Okay, time to wrap this up. I guess I could end with a knock-knock joke, but knock-knock jokes are so corny. But I will tell you something very interesting about the guy who invented the knock-knock joke. He actually won the Nobel Prize. Thank you for sharing in my joy. I hope you had a wonderful and peaceful time in the Vintage Sanctuary. Bye!